Yes. Saturday, August 2nd, 2025. Weekend News Wind Down. Every Saturday, it's live. Live. So many tariffs, so many countries were even invented to slap their asses with tariffs. We've got the counter up already. All kind of new countries invented. West Korea, South Macedonia, the Confederate States. Slow week for Juan Epstein. Slow week for the Epstein. Actually, you need to get little Marco on that Epstein case. Give him some action. He's not going to get any action with that Russian-Ukraine deal. Give him some work. 10 days left. 10 days left for the big sale. Putin's the whole end of the war. And then what? Be friends with emotional Trump and get slapped with tariffs? Heck no, says Putin. Bringing more stateside. First NFL preseason game happened yesterday, which means the Jets season is already over. Long-time Jets fan here. Calling from Secaucus. Call number one. The season's over. But there is some sad news in New York City this week. There's a shooter in Midtown. Not like there are any other people get shot in other poor neighborhoods. Still sad. Turns out though that the shooter thought he played in the NFL but never did. I actually thought that the shooter was Johnny Manziel and Aaron Rodgers 2 seasons ago. Actually, the mayor candidate, front runner, Mamadani, wanted to scrap the police unit that responded to the shooting. I can't believe that. How horrible that would be. I also hope he changes his mind and keeps the unit that locks up shirtless fucking joggers. Good show tonight. We got a lot of blues. We're playing a blues mix. And always, it's Live. It's the U.S. World News. Me and you. Live. Every Saturday, Weekend News Winding Down. Welcome. W is all the way. La vie. It is all the way. La vie live. Every Saturday. Every Saturday it's live, all the way live. All the way live. All the way live. We can just get the... Just get... All right, let's get the news feed up. Get the news feed up here. Let's get the news feed. Let's begin. Let's begin. Let's begin with the news feed here. Wild week in the American economy. After months of big signals, officials' data this week showed a market slowdown in economic output, consumer spending, followed by a jarring weak jobs report. How do you respond? You're fired, you son of a bitch. You're fired. Who released that jobs report? You're fired. Fired, you son of a bitch. You're fired. You're fired too. Oh, you got weak jobs report? You're fired. Trump orders fired. Bureau labor stat sheet fired. Fed officials fired. You're fired. Berkshire's quarterly earnings dropped. You're fired. Warren Buffett, you're fired. Oh, but good news. People are getting extra job offers, not just getting fired. Mark Zuckerberg is offering $1 billion. $1 billion sold. I think they're right here. Let's look at a summary of the opinions. The Trump economy stumbles. Uh-oh. Should I open it? Should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it?
You're fired.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Sorry, the end of the show. End of the show.
You're fired.
I seriously can't open it. I can't even open the link. If I do, it's over. We can use mine that it's over. The show's over.
You're fired.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I'm going to,
what
the hell? Go for it. I'm going to go for it. Let's see what the Trump economy stumbles, fumble, rumble, and stumble in. Oh, look at this advertisement here. This is not an advertisement of the show. This is Anthony's Nutritional Yeast Flakes. A good cheese substitute. Packed full of flavor and nutrients. Can't eat cheese? Get Anthony's. I think it has some images later. Mac and cheese, I think. Excellent. President Trump has now imposed his new tariff regime on the world and the universe. And the triumphalism is palpable in MAGA-land.
You're fired.
But maybe hold the euphoria. Hold that euphoria. This week's reports on jobs in the economy suggest a new golden age may take a while to appear. It may start out as bronze. Friday's labor report arrived with a particular jolt. The guy got fired. At 3,000. So actually 73,000, it's really 72,999. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. Even more bearish with the downward revisions of 258,000 jobs in May and June. Job gains over the last 3 months are barely more than 100,000. That's because everyone's getting fired. The details of the job report provide little solace. The jobs rate ticked up only to 4.25% from 4.1%, but that was in part because the labor force continued to shrink.
You're fired.
He's not working. He's not working. The labor participation rate fell again to 62.2% and is now down half a percentage point in a year. Employees aren't laying off workers, but they have all but stopped new hiring. Very important. There's more countries, more than almost 4,000 new countries that slap with tariffs. Notably, most of the new jobs are in healthcare and social assistance, which rely heavily on government spending. This continues the binary trend that Trump economics was supposed to change. Not so far. The much advertised rebirth of U.S. Manufacturing also hasn't arrived. The economy shed 11,000. That's right. Shed means it got lower. Lower means low. It shed 11,000 jobs in the manufacturing space in July, following a loss of 26,000 in May and June. The ISM manufacturing index fell again in July to 48, to the lower 48 states. The fifth straight month below 50. One labor market probably made the crackdown on migrant workers. No. Foreign workers is formed by about a million since Trump took office. The Foundation for American Policy, not partisan think tank, fire them. Says immigrants account for over half the labor force increase in July. Liars. Fire them. Fired. Fire them. Lies. How much of this jobs and growth slowdown owes to Mr. Trump's tariffs? It's hard to say for sure, but it has occurred in the wake of Mr. Trump's April 2nd tariff shocks. Tariff shocks. His rapid backtrack from the highest rates, and then his willy-nilly threats and deal-making with the world and the other planets. The policy uncertainty has surely affected business hiring and investment. I mean, how can you hire and invest if you don't know where your cost of goods will be? Eat the tariffs. On that score, Mr. Trump's latest tariff last week hasn't put an end to the uncertainty. You're fired. Stop it. Stop it. You're making too much sense. Much of the world will now pay 15,000% if Mr. Trump sticks to his deals. But some of the biggest U.S. trading partners, Mexico, Canada, China, and India, remain in tariff limbo. Brazil will pay 50%. And though it has a trade surplus with the U.S., even though it has a trade surplus with the U.S. What did Switzerland ever do to Trump to deserve 39%?
You're fired.
You're fired. Fired. Mr. Trump and supporters are hearing the trade deals as dawn on a new world trading order. New world order. Better for American workers. And it's true that the rest of the world has declined to retaliate. China accepted. The U.S. market is so large that these countries seem willing to absorb the 15% tariff hit rather than risk even higher tariffs. But what matters will be the economic results over time. The U.S. economy is resilient and perhaps can absorb a new average tariff rate of 15 to 20%, up from 2.4% when we took office. But the tariff increase in dollar terms at Mr. Trump's current rates will be close to $360 billion a year. That's among the largest tax increases in the planet, in all the universe. Republicans have spent decades building credibility as the anti-tax party, but now they're going along with Mr. Trump's tariffs and the fiction that only foreigners will pay them. Those foreigners will pay. Senor Trump seems to understand that the job support signals trouble because on Friday he ordered the firing. You're fired. The head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Phony, manipulated, bozo. BLS has this problem, but the timing suggests he's shooting the messenger. Fire everybody. Nobody's left in D.C. It's a ghost town. Everybody's fired. Jerome Powell, you're next. A saving grace, we hope, is that the new tax law and deregulation will reduce business costs and lift investment. But Mr. Trump can help by stopping this trade war. If he won't roll back his tariffs, at least he can declare that he's content with where they are and has no plans for more. That's a lot of tariff talk. Let's just run through a general opinion here before I play a record here. Like we're staying on the blues tip. Staying on that blues tip. Staying on that blues tip. Today, the railroading of Colombia's Alvaro Uribe Trump's nuclear submarine message to Russia. Russia, you're fired.
You're fired.
Putin, you're fired. Sudan's brutal, forgotten war. Democrats against higher minimum wage. Advice for late arriving Russiagate scribes. This one here is called Shucked Up from R.L. Burnside. With a little bit of a little touch from a friend, your host with the most. Weekends wind down. we love. Is always L-I-V-E. Keep it moving to the most amazing resort. Ladies and gentlemen, inside King Jong-un's new beach resort. One of the finest white sandy beaches in the world. Come and visit North Korea. Remember, Emotional Truck Club members get complimentary access to the Gaza Strip. But not to the new beach resort. For only foreigners are Russian. What? What? We gotta see this. Here's a double for business. No, not Adobe. You want to see the video here? Oh gosh. All right, let's set this up here. I think that's an advert, but let's get this going. Okay, video starts soon. Whoa. Oh, I can't expand. Let me see if I can do it this way. All right, so when I click that expand, I can't see it, but here's maybe a better shot.
One of those visitors gave the Wall Street Journal a rare glimpse inside Kim Jong-un's latest pet project.
This is North Korea's cathedral to socialism. This is emblematic not only to the outside world, but importantly, people that despite sanctions and the economic hardships, North
Looks like a good time.
This place.
Located roughly 120 miles east of Pyongyang, Wonsan has long been the center of Kim's push to boost North Korea's tourism. When the Wonsan Palma Resort opened its doors in July after more than a decade of construction, Kim hailed it as one of North Korea's
What an amazing place. Let's see that beach bod, Kim. I think I have the beach with a suit on. Come on, get loose.
Footage of Kim relaxing by the poolside with a cigarette and a cold towel.
You saw Kim
Better not get away.
as a North Korean was surfing. You saw Kim Jong-un strolling through the sand on the beach of
this girl's
the
pretty cute.
resort. This change in scenery was really meant to explain not only to the North Korean people, but the outside world.
Wow, what a great amazing place.
Foreign
It's a
visitors
future destination.
Kim made an exception for 13 Russians.
There's one of
The
them.
visit coincided with the recent 3-day trip to Wonsan by Moscow's top Sergei Lavrov.
This appears to be the first time Kim Jong-un has received a government official on his yacht. And the fact that this relaunch of tourism has only featured Russians really underscores how trusted, how liked, how important the relationship is now between Pyongyang and Moscow.
Daria Zubkova, a 35-year-old veterinarian from St. Petersburg, shared a trove of photos and videos she filmed during her time here.
Okay.
Zubkova was impressed by the lengths taken to please foreign visitors. From access to Russian TV shows, hotel staff greeting guests in Russian,
Oh, and sing. Wow. What better is this? You kidding me? Tour guide to sing to you? Sign me up. The beer costs 60 cents. I'm in. I'm booking the flight now.
Wi-Fi costs $1.70. A face massage was about $15.
What?
And renting a jet ski was free of charge. Zubkova was told there were separate beaches for locals and foreigners, but she was free to take photos and videos of virtually anything she wanted.
Wow.
Allowing someone like Daria to take videos and photos all across this North Korean resort shows Kim Jong-un has aspects of North Korea he wants to show the world.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
When Zubkova was in Pyongyang, she did what most tourists do, hit the souvenir shops. Shells were stolen.
Oh, but okay.
And a plastic model.
Get that Korean drip. That Kim drip.
$65.
Nuclear missile drip.
Foreign Minister Lavrov's visit could spark more Russian tourism.
I guess the worst part about this is you can only leave with one nuclear missile.
Is scheduled to arrive in
Limited. Wow. If you're thinking about a vacation, go support Kim. America's development boom meets a smelly reality. Let's hear from Ron DeSanctimonious. Let's hear what he has to say. What's going on here? Suburban Florida residents say increasing sewage sludge is them canceling backyard barbecues. And they're not listening, they're canceling all the speeches by Ron DeSanctimonious. They're thankful for that. Let's hear that guy talk. Why isn't enough food getting into Gaza? Yeah, there's a combination. There's got to be a combination here. Oh, wait, before we get to that, stay on the left. Exit, Pete, signal chat. Exit. Latest battle, infighting inside the Pentagon. The defense secretary has made a series of missteps and feuded with top generals. It's because he's amazing. Get over it. It's amazing. He's the best idiot you can put there. Why isn't enough food getting into Gaza? Well, that's because the Gaza resort, led by the Trump. Led by the Trump organization, the Trump Hospitality Group, remember? Gaza Strip, Handsome Jared Island, taking all applicants when it opens up, led by Trump. Yes, the President of the United States said they're going to turn a place like that can't get enough food into a resort. Yes, he's amazing. What a solution. On Handsome Jared Island, remember, you can hang out in the sunny, white, sandy beaches of Gaza and stay in the cool Hamas tunnels at night. If you can get food. Why isn't enough food getting into Gaza? Well, I don't know. If there was enough effort from Israeli military that, I don't know, somehow, some way gets involved with the development of fucking surveillance technology and then sells it to American companies for billions of dollars, maybe they can find a way to use surveillance and drop food better. Or Hamas, or making the situation worse, which looks like it's a combination of both. AI is coming for the consultants. Inside McKinsey, this is existential. Oh, you mean you just showing up and just milking your job for the last 30, 40, 50 years, calling yourself a consultant, saying you're adding value. Just say add value. Ain't gonna cut it anymore, guys. Information, knowledge workers, it's just facts putting it together. Sorry, Matt and Amanda and Kate and Joffrit. You aren't probably adding that much. Or Sarah, you're not adding that much more than you think you are. The Mina, Chevron is ready to fight, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. The Mina, Chevron is ready to fight. CEO Mike Worth in the red corner, overhauling the oil giants' nice corporate culture. Getting tougher not just on his employees, but also on rivals and the politicians standing in his way. In the blue corner. Chief Executive Mike Worth has a stern message out of the red corner for Chevron's 40,000 employees in the blue corner in February. Stop being so nice to each other. All right, look at this, a little business lesson. It says leaders need to be more decisive, take accountability for failures, and have uncomfortable conversations about poor performance. Changing attitude could keep Chevron from falling behind its competitors, they said. Oh, he ducks it. He ducks. Shuck and jive. Stick and move. He blocks. He jabs back. Oh, with the cross. The CEO makes a right cross against the employees. The effort to overhaul Chevron's corporate culture emanated from a report the company commissioned from consulting firm McKinsey, who was just ironically in the previous article about being worthless. Company wasn't innovative and lacked a clear strategy. We are nice, even when the desired results or behaviors are not achieved. We emphasize collaboration and inclusion, build strong teams. But we do not have direct, uncomfortable conversations needed to deliver results. Chevron executives turned to McKinsey last year, which, if you just recall right here, are worthless, and AI can do their job. So just hold on, Chevron. You pay too much, so just chill out. Be nice for the next year. Its major oil project in Kazakhstan hit costly snags. Oil prices moderated, drilling slowed in the Permian Basin. And most notably, the $53 billion acquisition of Hess was stalled after a shocking move by Exxon that tried to intervene in the deal. Now the $310 billion oil giant, the second largest in the U.S. behind Exxon, is getting tougher, not just on its employees, but also on rivals, political detractors, and anyone else it encounters. After outlining a sweeping reorganization of its business units on the February call, Chevron announced plans to cut 8,000 jobs, or
You're fired.
just fire everybody. Wirt says, I'm incredibly proud of Chevron's culture and wouldn't trade for anyone else, except for the people I fired. I don't like them. For over a century, Chevron was California's quintessential oil company. Before the radical Democrats came and took it over. Fostering a more genteel and mellow corporate environment that had its bigger rival, the more rigid and often litigious Exxon of Texas. Chevron had long been considered by industry veterans a more comfortable, collaborative place to work. It still aims to adhere to principles that boils down to treating people fairly, but with a sharper focus on delivery. Chevron's corporate history traces back to 1876 when wildcatters drilled California's first successful oil well in the Santa Susana Mountains north of Los Angeles. The subsequent oil boom, boomed California. Look at this new blue Chevron premium gasoline. You can drink it. Go to stop in a gas station and drink it on ice, baby, and smoke a cigarette. Smoke a Marlboro or a Lucky Strike. And if you really have a Lucky Strike, you can blow your face up. The deal for Hess, first announced in 2023, was seen by Wall Street as critical to securing Chevron's long-term oil reserves. Instead, Exxon stepped in and essentially said, not so fast. Not so fast. Exxon. With the haymaker. It asserted a right of first refusal to bid for Hess's 30% stake in a generational oil discovery in Guyana. A move that stunned Chevron executives and the oil community at large in Guyana. Exxon has a 45% stake in the project in Guyana. By 2027, daily production is expected to reach 1.2 billion barrels. Million barrels. Million barrels. For nearly 2 years, Chevron's acquisition of Hess hung in limbo with the company's battle over the Guyana crown jewel. Early on, analysts, bankers, investors predicted Chevron would negotiate some offering to Exxon, perhaps a percentage of Hess's stake, for instance, to avoid arbitration. Chevron held firm. CEO Mike Wirth, he's blocking. He's sticking, he's moving, he's jabbing, he's dancing around the competition, he's sticking to his guns. It's been a long process. Chevron ultimately prevailed in the arbitration dispute last month, but it wasn't without hard feelings. It's been a long process that should have been resolved quicker. The outcome was never in doubt. After 2027, it was very murky if they had anything in the funnel, says an analyst. Now, with the Hess deal completed, Chevron is positioned to close much of the gap with Exxon. To do that, Chevron is aiming to become leaner and meaner. The leaner and meaner Chevron. Exxon has long been known as a merit-driven organization that doesn't shy away from a fight. With its army of lawyers and extensive time in court, it has been likened by some to a law firm that produces oil. Exxon suffered a rare stumble during the pandemic when the company booked a $20 billion loss for 2020. Chevron's market value briefly eclipsed Exxon for the first time in October. Later, Exxon lost a bruising proxy fight to little-known activist investor, prompting its executives to double down on protecting their turf and lifting up their weight. They went up a weight class. They hit the gym. They exercised. They ran. They did push-ups. They did sit-ups. They went to Guyana and pulled out all these ropes here. They got containers. They got hard hats. Worth and his lieutenants at Chevron aren't letting anyone stand in their way. Worth removed Chevron's corporate headquarters last year from California, where it had resided for more than 140 years. Relations had soured with the state government, and moving to Houston, Chevron joined Exxon and much of the rest of the industry. Throughout its history, Chevron had attracted a lot of people who were from California or went to college in California or served in California. It was a more open-minded, neighborly attitude of the company. Now, to me, it feels more like another oil company. The distinction between Exxon and Chevron has narrowed in terms of corporate culture. By the time word became for more fossil-friendly Texas from Chevron's campus in San Ramon, east of San Francisco, Chevron's relationship with the Golden State and Democratic radical communist Gavin Newsom had broken down. California acted more aggressively than any other state to steer consumers away from fossil fuels and claimed oil companies were price gouging. In response, Chevron's executives slapped Gavin Newsom. In November, word said California state government was putting bureaucrats in charge of key parts of the economy, a move that hasn't worked in other socialist states. In January, about 3 weeks after President Trump suggested the U.S. should rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America, word told investors Chevron would begin calling the region the Gulf of America. That's the position of the U.S. government now. He listens to the government, except when it's in California, he doesn't listen to the government. Wirth has built strong ties with several officials in the Trump administration. The oil industry has enlisted the administration in fights against clean car rules, drilling restraints, and climate laws. Meanwhile, the financial world has all turned away from the environmental concerns that pervaded banks and big investment firms in the Biden years. Oh, you mean the banks and investors who love ESG and sustainability now don't give a shit about it anymore? Amazing. That was amazing. In May, the Trump administration pulled Chevron's Biden air license to pump oil in Venezuela and gave Maduro the keys to the bus to drive it again. And then they reversed course and said they were allowed to pump oil again in Venezuela. Maduro wins again. Maduro's sticking it through. Maduro, down goes Maduro. No, he's actually still up, though. Wirth has worked to keep investors happy as oil companies struggle to attract new shareholders. The S&P 500's energy sector has shrunk to a tiny percentage of the overall index. And many investors became skeptical of frackers' ability to make money during America's shale boom. Oil prices have slipped this year and fears that tariff fights could squeeze fuel demand. And our big friends, allies in Saudi Arabia, put more oil into circulation to just go back into the previous sentence, to kill American companies. Yeah, those are our friends, the Saudis. Those are our friends. On Friday, Chevron executives said Hess will add billions of dollars to Chevron's cash flow. But the influx comes with some tough decisions and cost cuts.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
Chevron recently informed Texas regulators it plans to cut 575 jobs in Houston as part of the merger. But Angus enabled workers to get things done a simpler way. Martin Nelson Vice Chairman, Chevron 7 call. I expect to see more just cost reduction. I expect to see performance improvement across the system. He expects to see like Jerry Jones, a winning team. They're going to end up just like Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, big winners. I think we need a hit. We're staying on that blues tip. Staying on that blues tip. If I can find as darn the device. If I can just find as darn device. Oh, I got something real nice here. This is from This is bluesy. This is a classic. This is from The Doors. I think it's the LA Woman album. This is Crawling Kingsnake. Wow. So nice. So nice. So nice. So nice. Let's put the Wall Street Journal on pause for a bit. Let's see this week's screenshots to the text groups I'm in. Emotional Trump Club members, if you want to join any one of these text groups and have the complete objective reality burn your brains when you try to share ridiculous things about your political party, for somebody like me who's actually right down the middle independent, I don't give a damn what side you're on as long as it's a good idea and it's the best for the USA. I don't give a damn what side you're on. So if you want to join one of my groups and I can send you all these amazing screenshots, leave a comment. Leave a comment below if you want to join. I'll send you amazing screenshots like what's coming up. All right, here we go. U.S. envoy. Oh, wait a second. Oh, this is a good one. El Salvador Bukele. Indefinite re-election. The guy that's on social media talking about crypto and how he's teaching Americans about what common sense is. Bukele. Indefinite re-election. Oh, this one's tough. This one's hiring slow here and all that. Oh, here's a great one. Trump deploys 2 nuclear submarines after provocative Russian comments. Didn't it go from 24 hours? Did what ended the day to Biden's war? It wouldn't have started without me? If I was there, it wouldn't have started. But now we can't end it. Now we're going to send nuclear submarines. That was quick. Wait, hold on. This is serious. This is very serious because now the pressure's on me. How could I joke? How could I joke about Gaza? My heart should be bleeding for them. We're starving people in Gaza for our real best friends, from our best friends and our allies. Now you want me to feel guilty, and the President of the United States can actually do something. Call for this. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, complimentary Platinum Club members. Remember, complimentary Platinum Club members get complimentary access to the Gaza Strip Resort. I mean, what's the alternative? Didn't this go from a 24-hour war in Russia and Ukraine? Didn't this go from a Gaza resort to mass starvation? Yes, it did. I certainly did. There's our president, ladies and gentlemen. President Ben Hill. China lays out its AI vision for the Donald Trump's America First plan. Okay, but let's get this out. No. This is very important. China, communist China, like communist Kamala and Kami Mamdani, communist radical socialists like Gavin Newsom, the lowest scum communists on the earth, anti-American, plugs global cooperation and open source models at first industry show since DeepSeek breakthrough. Does that sound right if you just looked at the headlines? Who seems to be the bully of the world who doesn't want to trade? Are you gonna fool me? I thought it was Xi Jinping or they Jinping. Next. Oh, human rights mission in Ukraine reported that 232 civilians have been killed and 1,343 injured in June. Oh my God. The highest number for any month since the war started in February 2022. It's not his war, that's Biden's war. Oh, that's me. This is a great picture. Oh my gosh. Can you believe what just happened here? This bird was just like, I don't know, knocked out or ran into something, or it was just weak and it was trying to get back onto its feet. And it seemed just all wobbly. Look. That's me. Holding it. I rubbed it a little bit, said a nice prayer for it. I said, thank you, God, for making these creatures that we enjoy. And the thing flew away. Amazing. Oh, this is great. The more radical socialists actually noted in an earlier article about where the Chinese could bring America. Let's say bring them to a whole startling thought is that maybe instead of trying to Europeanize or Japanify the U.S. economy. Oh, here's a great one. U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff to visit Gaza as Trump on the Prussian 6 aid plan. Steve Witkoff, so successful. He's been very successful thus far. They should send a little Marco. That's it for this week in screenshots. You know, the text groups, remember. If you want to join in these text groups, and I can send you all these screenshots and serve you with some objective reality and weekend news wind down all week long. Leave some comments. Here we go. Here we go. So here we go. All right. Let's scan through the Wall Street Journal. Let's finish that baby up. Let's get rid of this. You know the images. Oh, and first. And another thing here, not sponsored at all, but this is a Heineken, and maybe it's sacrilegious the most, but in Germany, I think they put lemonade in a beer to make kind of like a summery drink. You know how you put limes in Corona? You put a lime in Heineken, it's so fucking good. Lime-eken. Brought to you by Lime-eken. Put a lime in your Heineken. Give it a new name. Enjoy it responsibly. Keep it going. Here we go. Scan through here, what's going on here? Little summer camp minting tomorrow. Celebrities are done. Influencers are the shit. Librarian wants to retire early, live in continuing care community. Can she afford to? I hope so. Reach for the stars, girl. The teenagers tearing up the 100-meter race. Oh, God, hope they're not trans. Not fair. Silicon Valley's new strategy moves slow and build things. Why the latest meme stock praise won't take down the overall market. I'm calling it. Southwest's new seat policy is just a money grab. Working family. The conservative women are having it all. Conservative. They're conservative. They say Jesus. And every comment where they have to defend them, they say Jesus. The Trump administration blocks funding for CDC health programs. There's Kennedy involved. The White House Budget Office recently reversed the decision to freeze about $15 billion in research funding for the NIH. Senate passes key funding bills reasserting power over spending. Senate passed more than $180 billion funding for veterans programs, new military facilities, and the agriculture department. We start making cigarettes again. Big business. Style, don't get ripped off. What to pay for stylish quality menswear in 2025? Elvis and James E. wore these sneakers. Why they're cool again? What? Inside store of CVs, Jack Purcell's, and PF Flyers, a trio of inexpensive sneaker makers founded by a tire company. Among their many fans, Brad Pitt. Oh, yeah, okay, let's see what these are. Really? I wear Nikes. Okay. Like Converse All-Stars. How much are those? $70 on the left? Jack Purcell canvas, $70 in a rack. You want to look like Brad Pitt? You want to have plastic surgery and not a gray fucking hair in your head? That's probably a few years ago, though. Changes, though, to be fair. CV's on the left. Nah, I don't know. Kind of look like skateboard shoes, but not as cool as skateboard. Let's see the don't get ripped off. Let's see what's going on here. How much should I spend? How much should I spend? How much should I expect to spend if I want to look stylish? Okay. How much does a t-shirt that on SAG cost? Expected $35 to $65 for a quality durable t-shirt. Okay, Buck Mason on the left, 2-pack for $88. Buck Mason, it's called Buck, Puff, Buck, T, 2 buck for $88. Oh, but Uniqlo Aerism cotton shirts only $15. Tell me about some brands that deliver bang for your Buck Mason. TCB jeans started on $150. Some using vintage machines. They boast appealingly puckered hems. I'm a mental straight jeans, those are them. Okay. Those are the Amamentos, those are not the Japanese. Current squares by $150 Clark's Wallabies lace ups, buying a pair every few years. Yeah. Those are actually my look. Let's click on that. Let's see what that is. Go straight to Clark's, yeah, you know. They got a link right to the store, yeah, you know me. Those are those. On the Wally boots. The Wally champ is back. And store brands say some of them deliver the best value. Any tip for judging an item's quality in store? Yeah, you can do a squat there. Okay, look, here's a tip. If it's sewn cleanly and you don't see any loose threads, it's usually a pretty good sign that someone took care of quality control of the garment. Okay. What's the difference between a $100 and a $300 dress shirt? Sometimes nothing. Honestly, sometimes the biggest difference is just the branding. Yeah. Basic, Uniqlo $40 shirts, Charles Tyrant that begin at $109. Why should I shop for designer brands when I can get perfectly fine jeans at Costco? With jeans, a distinctive design and fit can raise the price. This guy Altman's best-selling $295 Big Ben jeans feature premium Japanese denim cut into generous, subtly bow-legged silhouette that you won't find in a big box store. Still, cheaper jeans can look perfectly good. Altman sometimes wears straight with 100% cotton wranglers that cost around $60 at Walmart. They're just a great price for great quality product. What's worth splurging on? So the experts consulted mentioned jackets. It's the first thing people see. It pulls your whole look together, and if you invest in something good quality, it lasts a decade or more. Okay, that's a cool jacket. All right, cool. Why women are rejecting oversized Rolexes or delicate ladylike watches? Oh, that's nice. I like that. Yeah, it's good. It's perfect. Nice. Sounds nice too. I like it. I like it. I like the look. I like it. I like it. Personal finance generations turn to buy now, pay later for Botox and concert tickets. Meet Hollywood sober Christian pro wrestling secret weapon. Art review, Sean Scully, the Albie Barn Montauk, abstractions of light and landscape. Let's see some of those amazing pictures. Let's see those works. See those pieces. Amazing. Amazing. Well, I kind of like those stripes. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Feels beachy. Feels beachy. Pretty good. Okay. I stand corrected. I Yeah, it's being a cynic, but I like it.
3 California homes, 3 chances to bring their colorful, eclectic, radical social vision to life.
Trump's warm embrace of India turns cold. Russell. 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 Russell Peters. Russell Peters. Russell Peters, oh my God. Trade disputes and ties with Russia rankle the president, threatening to sink US-India relationship. Russell Peters. The best way to see China is to see them in second place behind America in first place. But if you want to see them, you can get to see them on a futuristic, punctual, very fast train. Wow, look how fast that thing is moving. Whoa. Look at that beauty. Oh, come on. Look at that beautiful thing. Oh, I wouldn't trade the 2 train for that. Ever. No way. Nah. Give me a hot, humid, stuffy F train. And you can say F off to you, Chevron station. Chinese rail network. Jeez, that's a big country. Whoa. 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 You get those noodles and peppers on the train too? Oh my God. That country's so far ahead of us. Go quietly. People wait on the platform. Look at that. Wow. Amazing. Well, if you want to go to China, there's an article there for you. Oh, yes. The best pet insurance company is 2025. If you're looking for a pet insurance company, go here. Here's the best sunglasses for your face shape, according to the Style Pros. We asked the travel experts, what are your beach vacation must-haves? What must you have? Videos, oh yeah, there's those Russian babes in North Korea. I gotta start. If North Koreans haven't revolted against Kim yet, send a few more of those Russian girls and see what the world is offering. Open up those doors. Tear down these walls, Kim. North Koreans deserve hot Russian girls just like anyone else in this world. Yes, going from left to right here. The economy transcript, New York Fed President John Williams discusses the economic outlook. Fed officials take a cool jobs report in stride by wearing PF flyers, just like Brad Pitt. Trump's tariffs, where he started, what he threatened, where he ended up. Real estate house of the week, a floating staircase and glass walls dominated Vermont farmhouse. Ex-Google chief Eric Schmidt pays $110 million for LA spelling manna. Billionaire AI, this can only be done by a British guy that makes everything with money sound so much more palatable. Billionaire AI co-founder Lucy Guo pays nearly $30 million for ALA spec socialist house. In sports, baseball. This is only going to be done by a baseball announcer. Baseball is about to break its regular season attendance record by playing a game at a NASCAR track. What? I've got to see this. On Saturday, Atlanta Braves and Cincinnati Reds will face off in front of 85,000 fans at Bristol Motor Speedway, surpassing a mark that has stood since 1954. Wow, that's a home run. It really is a home run. That is really nice. It is a great day of afternoon ball. That's a great day at the ballpark. Look at this. The Chicago White Sox and New York Yankees played a game at the Field of Dreams in 2021. The Cardinals and the Giants played a game last season in America's oldest ballpark, Rickwood Field. It's actually so old they call it Rottenwood Field. But it gives a little more baseball nostalgia. Swing and a miss. He's baseball's boldest executive, and he just shook up the season and just struck out the side. Top of the second coming up. Yankees are pretty good. What a disaster. Let's cross the C-suite here. The CMO, the Chief Marketing Officer at C, turns from TV ads towards search, with AI as the wild card. American Eagles, male-geared, Sydney swing ads of Gen Z women scratching their heads. Let's see America's finest. Let's see American Eagle. Here are the key points. American Eagle's jeans campaign with Sydney swingers drew criticism for sexualized approach. This is the first time ever that anything's ever been sexualized in America. Critics questioned if the campaign was great jeans pun missed the mark. Experts note that the campaign reflects a shift toward more sexualized marketing as brands sexualize attention and advertise jeans on OnlyFans. Those jeans have their own OnlyFans or AI jeans. No, that's the only shot of Sydney Sweeney, America's sweetheart, with amazing jeans. Tech giants are revising AI product claims to face scrutiny. The CIO, the Chief Intelligence Officer, Chief Information Officer. Here's how quantum computing can change the world. Let's see how. Here's how quantum computing could change the world. Emerging technology promises better medicine, faster internet, and more sustainable food production. It also comes with some big risks. Let's see the key points. Quantum computers may solve complex problems faster than conventional computers, affecting industries and data encryption. Okay. Companies like Comcast, Moderna, Allstate are exploring quantum computing. Quantum computers pose risks by potentially breaking current encryption, prompting businesses to adopt quantum-safe standards. And here comes the pitch for the AI company capitalizing on our obsession with Excel. Start a fundamental research lab to challenge what is arguably the most powerful business software of all time by capitalizing on our love for it. Key points. Fundamental Research Labs has created Shortcut, an agentic AI tool with the same look and feel as Microsoft Excel. Shortcut allows users to use natural language to create spreadsheets and models that can be uploaded to Excel. The company said it has raised $44.5 million so far from investors. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, natural language would be nice if you can remember every formula. And you have to put a semicolon or period or okay. I like that. AI finance app Ramp is ramping $22.5 billion in funding rounds. The CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, the guy who cuts the check for you, the guy who says,
You're fired.
accounting firm Whipley. Leaders deal to sell stake to private equity. Tariffs to lead the fall fashion line of upscale brand Vince. Wasn't all bad. PCA will be chair in the last days once against potential for budget slashing. In the risk and compliance section, businesses continue to face uncertainty after the latest U.S. tariff blitz. What's that? What was that, ACC? What are you going to say? You're going to say something? You're going to say something bad about tariffs? Really? Hold on, you sure you want to do that?
You're fired. You're fired.
Climate skeptics are tapped by Trump administration to justify regulatory rollback. Trump's Russia sanctions strategy runs hot and cold. Logistics report. Logistics giants DSV hits pause on U.S. Mexico investments. Please just do not stop the supply of cold, refreshing Corona, especially while it's summertime. Trade questions. Slow leasing hold back warehouse deal making. Our best CEO, Julie McReynolds, to retire. Happy retirement, Julie. Here's a watch. Thank you for your years of service. They'll forget about you in a month and nobody will reach out to in 6 months. Maybe you'll get one email from a very close worker that you had lunch with. Sustainable business. It's sustainable. It's geothermal. It's heating up. Equinor takes a $1 billion hit from Trump's flip-flop on offshore wind. Say what, Igor? Say what? Say what? You gotta speak louder. Say what now?
You're fired.
Extreme weather is driving global food price spikes. What's that, reporter? What did you say? You say something bad?
You're fired.
Here's what we heard on the streets why Amazon's massive retail business is no longer enough. Or no, it's Jassy. Andy Jassy. Buying a Swiss watch in America is about to get a whole lot more expensive. But it's worth it. It's worth it. Because it's an investment that you're going to pass down. You'll wear it a lot. You'll like wear it your whole life, but then you'll pass it down. You'll pass it down as a memento, as something that continues on. Why Microsoft and Meta are soaring after earnings, and they're in love, and they're so amazing together. Here's Barron's story. Trump as BLS chief.
You're fired.
Berkshire operating profits fall 4% in the second quarter. Guess what? You're fired for the private equity stake. Gut health isn't just about your gut. It's about your gut. It's about going with your gut. That's it for the Wall Street Journal this week. Gonna keep on blues to something from the Doors to the Black Keys. We're going in time, in space. I played this last month, but this is a recurring hit. I love this record. This is a new album coming out on August 8th. The Black Keys with Man on a Weekend News Wind Down Mission. Man on a Mission. Let's do this. There was a man on a mission. The Doge mission. There was a man on a mission. Elon, we miss you. You left the White House on a rocket ship of love. can use White House on a mission, just like the Black Keys. Just like the Black Keys. That band is going places. Elon, we miss you. That's a guy that man was on the mission, the Doge mission. He was lucky he could get away from Trump. The rest of us were stuck. It's in effect. Oh, the rest of us were stuck. Elon, we miss you. Gosh, the rest of us that were stuck with Trump, you were lucky you could escape. Shifting gears over to Financial Times. Exclusive interview with Carlos Alcaraz. I'm trying to roll, not me. Guys a dope. Guys haters. They're haters. They hate against Novak Djokovic. They hate him. They're jealous. Carlos Alcaraz, you gotta earn it. You gotta earn your stripes, pal. It's corny. Summer game special, puzzles, crosswords, quiz, life and art section. The Art and Science by Henry Minutes of Charisma. Where did affordable luxury go? Mexico's digital nomads, the impact of gentrification. I'm going to go back to the top. I'm just scanning. There's an advertisement by Bovet Watches, which will be getting more expensive. Tariffs. Oh, here's something that actually has had a pretty good stable price. It's tariff-free cocaine in Colombia. the price never changes. Pretty stable pricing there. The billionaire Rubin brothers talks to investment consortium chasing OnlyFans. Murray Applebaum, billionaire Murray Applebaum is calling in now. Hello? This is Murray calling. Is John there? No, Murray, get lost. This guy's hacking into our phone system. Theater goers demand more. They want to see Elvis. They want to see him real life. They want to see him brought to life, back to life. U.S. jobs slow down, Bax rate cut call. Pace of hiring slackens. Trump vilifies Powell. Bets rise and Fed move. Treasury yields slide. White House reignites global trade war. You heard that? Switzerland plots response after shock 39% figure. They just got to take their time and figure out Getty to make watches time. Okay. Taiwan Levy stokes fears of waning U.S. support. Sorry, you're on your own, pal, Taiwan, unless you get tariffs. Okay, Eurozone inflation bucks the forecast. Stays in at 2%. Trump's tariff invectives sours ties with great friend Russell Pierce. Modi, New Delhi wires U.S. president may be moving closer to India's hot rival Pakistan. Oh my God, if they do that, Russell! Witkoff defends U.S.-backed aid scheme and Gaza visit. Berlin to step up supplies of Patriot air defenses for Kyiv, for Zelensky. Meloni attacks EU court after ruling on Albanian asylum deal. Georgia Meloni, Eddie Rama, in love. The president has successfully forced U.S. partners to make more favorable deals, but one of his biggest victims of the trade war has been America's car industry. Here's a picture of Tom Lear. Tom Lear. He once said the trigger to stop writing songs was the Vietnam War, when politics simply made him angry. Trump's highly political tariffs. Oh, the great crime paradox. Okay, the world is getting better and better. Crime is going down. Sorry to burst your bubble, Trump. Guys, that I'm going to send another screenshot to this week. The corporate culture behind Coke stumble. Maybe they're nice like Chevron. 5 things investors should ponder on crypto. Recognition of Palestinian statehood is not enough. You need to recognize their gender. Health is an economic trump card. Make America healthy again. It is right to fight against food and drink industry. Yeah, we've been doing it for 100 years. The better opportunity was living on the compound and high-end sport. Didn't know there was a world going on around them. Companies and markets, Exxon urges Trump to counter bone-crushing EU regulation. OpenAI raises another $8 billion. NBA hires advisors for European Basketball League. Ball and immersive theater takes center stage in gold rush for entertainment industry. Goldman plans to scoop up Frontieri ice cream. Paramount takeover plunges buyers into political storm. Business Week in Review. Samsung, Adidas, Novo Nordisk. Are those in your stocks in your portfolio? Then get to it. Get to it. Big tech investors cheer signs of AI capex war is paying off. AI capex war. Switch 2 debut drives 132% rise in revenue for Nintendo. In the Swiss watch industry, they're hurting. They should get into cocoa smuggling, which seems to be a big deal. Big business. Deal making is back, baby. It's back. Exxon and Chevron profits slightly before your low despite record output. It's here out on Wall Street, but investors need to wise up and seek more protection. Oof, a lot of red. A lot of market data, a lot of numbers, a lot of figures. Apple has become Silicon Valley's contrarian bet. The logic behind Reeves' 3D regulation rhetoric is flawed. And you can scroll through the life and art section on your own. That's it for this week. I'm going to leave you with one more nice record here. Oh, I love this record. This is Junior Kimbrough, Mississippi Delta Blues, inspired the Black Keys and others. I love this record. Nobody But You, Junior Kimbrough. Weekend News Wind Down every Saturday.
I will
I love you, babe. Oh. Yeah. I love you, babe. I love you, babe. Don't leave me. Every night, my poor heart. Every thought. Baby, I want you. I need you. I love you, babe. Every night, my whole heart. So you know. I love you, babe. I love you, babe.